So after the last match, we were eliminated, but I did want to see if everything was okay with the robot, so went ahead and finished kind of cleaning up that, and then wanted to throw it in the arena to just kind of make sure everything was working. And so we picked a time between combat matches. They were busy running hockey and some other things, so the arena was down, and I threw the robot in there to drive it around a bit and make sure everything worked. And this afforded an extra opportunity. Our lovely announcer, Bela, was there, and so I let her drive the robot around a little bit in the arena, and she'd never driven anything larger like this. And you could just see that she had a heck of a good time driving it around. Afterwards, we had a bit of an interview, which I think turned out really good, although it's half in English and half in Portuguese. But I thought it was worth sharing, so go ahead and watch.
Hello, Ray. Yeah. Tá vendo? My English is very well. Thank you, Ray. Your robot is amazing.
Thank you so much, Ray. Now that you're here, let me ask you about a robot that maybe we don't know him, you know, like, do you guys know Tombstone?
Vocês
conhecem o robô Tombstone da BattleBots? So, you know, a few people know him, you know. So, Ray is the pilot and he builds Tombstone. What's the age of Tombstone? I want to know the material.
Okay. The original build for Tombstone was in 2004. It's a long time ago. And the first time I did it, it was a super heavyweight, 340 pounds, which they don't run that category anymore. The Tombstone people are used to seeing on a television show now started in 2015. It's 250 pounds, and it's a lot of fun.
And how do you feel knowing that Tombstone design inspired a lot of bots around the world?
I don't feel guilty about that at all. It's a lot of fun. That's the whole point. And nobody should feel guilty about it when they break me either. You know, that's the way the game is.
They're saying that we need to look at the... Hi, guys. Hi. We have a bot here that is a bot from Boyher that's called Jubilee. And I can tell you that Jubilee's design looks like a little bit like Tombstone. And nowadays, what's the material that you use on it?
For the weapons, I've used some tool steel before, but I haven't actually had a couple of them break. So the last couple of times have been AR plate, AR 500. It's not as hard, but it doesn't snap, and so that's a good thing. I mean, it'll bend. I don't like that, but at least it won't break and tear the robot apart.
And what is the cost of building a bot this big?
Yeah, however much money you have, it's going to cost a little bit more. That's what it's going to cost. You know, Tombstone to go compete, I'm probably spending 70 or 80 grand.
In reais, it's like 100K. Let me just translate for them. Bom, perguntei quantos anos o Tombstone tem. Ele falou que a primeira vez que ele fez, ele criou ele em 2004 e que essa versão, que ele era da categoria Super Heavy e que o que a gente vê hoje em dia na BattleBots foi construído em 2015. Eu perguntei para ele um pouco do material do Tombstone e ele falou que é um material mais maleável do que ele gostaria. E perguntei quanto que custa para fazer um robô desse tamanho. Ele falou que o quanto você tiver dinheiro, mais um pouco. Ele falou que ele gastou mais ou menos uns 7 mil dólares. E eu brinquei com ele que na cotação do real dá tipo uns 100 mil reais para construir. Quer perguntar alguma coisa para ele?
Hello, Ray. My English is not perfect, but...
It's better than my Portuguese.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's normal. A robot that's coming now is Jubilee, a federate like Tombstone. So you can give some
Yeah. Well, it's a great robot then if it's like
Says some advice to the drivers how they can win the fight.
Okay. The benefit of the offset horizontal is you can kind of direct where you hit somebody. So instead of just spinning up and hit them, you can kind of cut into the side and get a tire, or cut into the back and get stuff that isn't armored as well. So the trick is to always use that advantage. Don't just spin up and hit the guy. Try to find the angle to hit him where you want to hit him, not where he wants you to hit him.
Perfeito.
Awesome tip.
Okay.
I'm just going to translate for them. O R9 perguntou pro Ray, eu tinha falado pro Ray que o Jubileu tem o design inspirado no Tombstone. E o R9 perguntou se ele tem alguma dica para os pilotos do Jubileu. Ele falou que o bom desse design de robô é que o importante é que você pode escolher a forma que você vai atingir ele. Não você ficar parado esperando o outro robô vir te atingir. Você dá a voltinha e você escolher onde você quer bater no robô.
Exato, né? O Jubileu ele é um estilo de robô que é considerado hit kill. Então ele quer dar uma pancada e ganhar a luta. E foi exatamente isso que o Ray falou, pelo que eu entendi, né? Que é tipo assim, você tem que deixar a arma girando bem rápido e pau, bateu nele pra destruir, né?
Did you understand?
And how? I got that.
Let's go.
So, I always tell that a bot that is a horizontal spinner is a good thing, but a bad thing. But the weapons, it's really tough, but if you hit the ground, you can, break your own robot. Have you felt that happen with Tombstone?
It happens all the time, okay? Unfortunately, that whole equal and opposite thing, you hit the other guy, you're taking that energy back. Well, when you hit the arena's a little heavier than the other robots, so you're taking virtually all of it back in. And you break a lot of things, so you keep trying to iterate it, new versions every time, trying to make it a little bit better. And unfortunately, everybody else does that too, so they keep making it harder for me to hit them and kill them.
I want to ask you, how have you started on robotics? What was the key point of getting you into this world?
It started out as a father-son project between me and my son when he was a surly teenager, okay? And so we've just continued to do that, and he's an adult, he's married, and he has his own life, but we still get to schedule time together to spend doing something that we enjoy. And so to me, it's very much still a family thing.
It's a great thing, it's a great way to bond with a child. We have a lot of childs here, the same way you did with your son, and it's great to know that, I've seen that you have your machines on your garage.
Oh yeah, everything happens. I do all of my building in-house, so it's all in my garage, which is probably not the smartest way to do it. It'd probably be easier to send some of that stuff out, but I like to have my hands on it and do all the work myself.
I'm just translating those questions and I'll have more for you. Eu perguntei pra ele como que ele... Eu falei dos robôs horizontal spinners, que eu sempre falo aqui que são armas muito fortes, mas que podem acabar causando hit e dano no próprio robô, principalmente quando ele atinge o chão da arena. E eu perguntei se isso acontece com o Tombstone também, e ele falou que acontece o tempo inteiro e que os outros robôs têm tornado mais difícil para ele as lutas, porque eles têm usado isso contra ele. Eu perguntei para ele como que ele começou na robótica, se interessou, qual foi o ponto-chave para ele entrar nesse mundo. Ele falou que era um hobby dele e do filho dele, que o filho dele era adolescente, e aí era um momento deles ficarem juntos ali, montando os robôs, que hoje o filho dele já é grande, casado, tem filho, mas que eles ainda têm ali o tempinho deles de se juntar para poder mexer nos robôs. Eu perguntei para ele onde que ele mexe, né, que eu tinha visto que é na garagem dele, ele falou que realmente tudo acontece na garagem dele. Quer perguntar mais alguma coisa, Renato?
No. Ray, thank you so much. You are incredible. It was an honor for us.
Honor for me
Brazil.
to be here. I've loved the event. It's a great event. My first time in Brazil, I've had a really good time all the way around, so I'm really glad I came.
Thank you so much. A salva de palmas, hugs. Uhul!
And
É isso.
will you come again to Brazil and compete on Robocore experience?
I would love to come back. So we'll see what my schedule looks like next year, but this has been a lot of fun. I'd love to come back and put on a good show.
I just want to say to you that I was saying yesterday that you had really great fights. Unfortunately, you're not in the competition anymore, but it's good for us to see that you're a huge builder. You're really famous, especially here in Brazil. I know abroad too, and we see maybe a lot of competitors that lose and cry and get angry, and you were laughing. You lost it, and you were really happy.
This is the best sport in the world. It's the best fans in the world. You have to have a good time. This is. I never care if I lose. I just want to come and have fun, and I have.
Ele falou que esse é o melhor esporte do mundo e que vocês são as pessoas mais incríveis que ele conheceu aqui no Brasil. É isso, galera. Uma salva de
Let's give a
palmas.
huge shout out to Ray! Salva de palmas pro Ray! Thank you, Ray. You're awesome. It's really a pleasure for having you here. And thank you so much for letting me write your awesome disinformation. And let me ask you just this question. What about your bot name, disinformation?
My fans.
I made a robot called Fake News back when Trump was president. Thought that was kind of funny. So now I've got disinformation. Eventually I may do alternative facts. I don't know. It's a joke.
I love that. It is a great idea. Thank you so much, Ray. You're awesome. You're awesome. Salve de palmas, galera!
Onde está isso aqui?